Let's try unmuting that microphone, and there we go. We are live from Techno Security 2022 here in Myrtle Beach, and I gotta tell you, it's pretty freaking awesome. It is good to be back live at events and to actually see people I haven't seen in a while. Now, granted, last year was pretty much open though, but it just seems like this event is much more popular. There's a lot more people here this year. And it was nice because the conference actually gave me a call last week, or Allison reached out from the conference last week and says, hey, can you come and do a talk? So I just did a talk in the room literally right behind me, and it was great. We gave the Twitter talk, the same one we kind of did on the Hubcast a few weeks ago. So if you guys haven't had a chance to be down at this conference yet, oh my goodness. So what I was doing is kind of looking around. I know I have some news, and I think I want to save that for Jennifer, and I'm not sure where she's at. But I want to talk about some of the sessions. So it's a massive thing. If you go to technosecurity.us, I think is what it is, then you can see these things, and it is just some awesome, awesome lineup. So like right now at 2 o'clock, one of my good friends, Cal Looper, is actually talking about threat profiling, anticipate, prevent, and respond. So if you're in cybersecurity, it's just a ton of great information out here for you. I can't turn the camera around to show you the amount of people, but I'm sure you can hear them that's walking by back and forth. I'm literally trying to look for someone I know because I just want to grab them and bring them onto the show. That's really what's happening. And I haven't been really keeping my eye out to see who's walking by in order to do that. But we'll grab them out there. So I cannot believe the schedule that they actually have lined up. It is a phenomenal amount of speakers. And, you know, some shows you go to, and there's a lot of vendors that show and things like that, because obviously, you know, all these places have to pay for these things, but not this show. This show, they have a lot of independent people just wanting to come and speak and show what they've learned and the research that they're doing. It's a phenomenal sharing conference where you can literally learn anything that you want. So I'm just going to pick a couple of these random in here, right? So like when a phone is all you have and all the data that you have, how do you proceed forward in your investigation? There's a talk on that. And I wish I personally could go to all of these because I'm completely nerded out about all of these things. And I would just love to go to them. But I'm going to hold these up in front of the camera so you can kind of see. I don't know if it'll focus on. So here's this one. And then here's the inside of this one. Yeah, these are all the stinking talks that are going on just at this show alone. So if you do any type of digital investigations or anything like that, you really should try to look at coming here into the future. So now I'm trying to find my chats here. All right. And I see a few people kind of hanging out in the audience. If you just want to give me a hi or whatever, just to let I know that someone's out there alive, that's great. Because, you know, we didn't really hit this or promote a whole lot with what times we were going to go live. Now, we made it apparent that we were going to be live from this event. So my goal is from here out is to go and grab random experts in the field and interview them about, hey, what's going on at Techno Security, right? What was your talk about? What do you enjoy about the conference? And to keep you guys up to date on the latest trends. So I'm going to be really dragging some people in and we're going through these talks right now. Megan's actually behind the camera now. She's not just hiding in chat. She's back there, and Nicole is kind of hiding around the other side. They've been working their ears off giving away swag. So if you guys are here and you see this later on, we have all kinds of stuff. And I know I'm going to try to hold this up here and it's not going to focus because it's looking at my face. But we have the challenge coins, right? Everyone's survival guide right here to any conference is the required coffee mug. So you got to have these things. And we just have literally a table of those. So Nicole's holding up the shot glasses back there. Yeah, there the shot glasses are. But you can, you know, if you're not a drinker, that's fine. That's fine. You can make candles or, you know, put sand and then multicolors in there. I don't know. Whatever that you want, you absolutely can do that. We have those. Now, one of the coolest things is because obviously we talked to a lot of the vendors. There's a lot of vendors here. So we know a lot back and forth, right? So we trade swag is what I'm trying to say. One of my favorite ones so far that we've seen is Gray Shift. I'm going to hold this up here. I don't know if this violates any YouTube rules. I don't think it does. But they brewed their own beer. It's pretty stinking awesome. And I'm told, I haven't, as you can see, you know, it's a full 6-pack. So Megan and I have not dug into this as of yet. It's still cold. It is still cold, Megan. I'm holding this now. And as you can see, it's starting to get a little quieter because all the classes are going into session. There was one right at 2 when we went live. I was trying to hope to keep the noise down a little bit, but it brings into the fun. But yeah, here it is. So Gray Shift absolutely has this, and I'm waiting to try it. And can you grab me one of? Do we have a pint glass over there somewhere? We're out of pint glasses? Oh, man, okay. Anyway, we had some really awesome pint glasses that beer would go perfect in. So, yeah. Anyway, if you have any questions or anything, Noel is in chat. Thank you, Noel, for that. And, yeah, good to be live. Man, I miss you, the fact that you're not here this year. And I hate to brag it up what an awesome show this is this year, but this is a stinking awesome show this year. So not to rub it in that you're not here or anything. But as you can see also, I don't know, Megan, can you pan just slightly? You might be able to turn, maybe not. There's literally right here, I got 3 more microphones, right? We have this whole setup here. And everybody gets headphones. I'm going to try my best. Okay, you can bring back. And I'm going to try my best to grab other people in the industry and just drag them in here. And that's the goal. And it's funny now, people walking by, avoiding eye contact with me completely because maybe some know what I'm up to, some what I don't. But to drag them in. So Noel, if there's anybody that, we wanted you to be here too, man. I'm seeing the chat now. If there's anybody that you guys specifically want to see, let me know, because I know we have the crew from Detigo. We have some of those guys coming on, and they were on last week's show, and we're going to drag those guys on here on a panel. It should be a lot of fun with that crew, and I got a few more lined up as well. So anything that you guys do want to see, please let me know, and we'll make sure it happens. So there's an announcement here, and I didn't tell Jennifer I was going right at 2 o'clock today, so I really wanted her to be the one to kind of release that. And I don't see her kind of wandering around at all, but if she is, then I would drag her in here. Oh, is she there? Can you go grab her? Megan's going to go grab her. See, I told you, I like doing this stuff on the spot. It makes me laugh. It's a lot of fun. So we'll see if she's willing to come on. Hey, there's Amber from Pearburn. She's here. Yeah, we're live right now, Amber. So hi, how are you? She's creeping in and peeking in. There we go. Yeah. What do you have? Oh, you have a lightsaber there. Oh, is this for me? Oh, that's right. Greg told me not to open this box. So
it's a collector's
yes, it's a collector's edition. I can't really show it. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Stinking awesome. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So yeah, we're gonna drag Amber on. I think. When are you available? A little bit later on today, or maybe tomorrow? Tomorrow, because we got one more today. And hey, it's great show. Hey, Jody, I was just showing your beer. We're live right now, so I was just showing the awesome beer. So, oh yeah, bring shirts for sure. All right, we'll see you. All right. Anyway, Gray Shift's walking by, and I was letting them know we showed the beer. But Amber, before she walks away too far, we're gonna do it. And, hey, Jen, do you want to go now? Okay, we'll wait later. That's fine. Yeah, do it later. All right. She's not ready. That's okay. In all fairness, I didn't give her heads up, so she's not ready. So we'll do that chat later. But if there's anything you guys want to see from the show, we are live from the event. I'm going to be pulling vendors in all week. This is kind of just the opening thing because the hall just opened literally 2 hours ago. Or no, I'm sorry. The main hall's not even open yet, so we can't even get in to the vendors as of yet. Talks just started 2 hours ago. So it's just, and we literally just kicked it off. So hopefully, if you guys send me an email, or if you're not in Cyber Social Hub, you can sign up at cybersocialhub.com. Go there, and our apps are live on Apple Store and Google Play. So you can go and check both of those out. But if you don't want to install stuff on your phone, you can just go to the web itself and do it. I prefer the web version myself. Apps are great. I think the app is phenomenal. Don't get me wrong. I just prefer the richer experience of the full web of it for sure. So if you are here and seeing this, if you got an alert that we went live and you're seeing this, come over and we will chat with you. I'm kind of just stalling a little bit to see what guinea pig I found. And I just found Dave from Truxton is just walking by. Dave, we're live right now. You want to go? Come here and talk to me, Dave. Here, let me move my stuff. Hold on, we did find somebody that we grabbed here. Hold on, let's move some stuff. Here, grab those, put those on. And let me get your volume up and running. This is you right here on this mic.
Do I look like that guy in the Star Wars movie that worked for Lando Calrissian?
No, not at all. So the hall hasn't opened yet, and you're with Truxton, yeah?
Yes, sir.
So Dave's a friend of mine too, by the way. So I don't want to like do full cursive knowledge with this, but at least let you guys know that he had no choice. His daughter works for me too, so he was just walking by the key moment.
I used to have a name in the forensic industry, but now my name has changed to Megan's dad.
Yeah, it's Megan's dad. You got to lean up just a smidge on these.
Sure.
I know it feels a little awkward, but do the whole elbow lean and Captain Morgan type thing.
A lot of people around it. It's pretty exciting.
I know it. It's good to be back live too. Like I know, granted, last year it was live and things like that, but this year seems to have a different type of energy about it, right? I mean, everyone's really excited to be back in, and no more masks, no more requirements of all of that stuff.
And it's hard. I mean, when you're giving presentations or speaking to that many people at the show, it just kind of wears you out a little bit. But I think the other thing that I've noticed before the doors even open is the international presence seems to be back. So that we've missed those folks for 3 years almost, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the group walked by, and I think they were speaking Italian. Anything that's not hillbilly English to me I don't understand. So, it was really interesting. A good point with the international crowd, because that does seem to be back here, and there's a lot of people.
Yeah, if you've been coming here for 5-6 years or whatever, I'm sure there's people that have been here longer than I have, but you just see old friends that you haven't caught up with in a long, long time. It's really wonderful because and we're all after the same thing. We're all trying to catch the bad actors, the bad people.
Yep. Give the
work together.
Appropriate information. Yeah, I mean, and this is really, this was always my favorite, and still is, my favorite conference to come to, just because, well, number one, I know a lot of people here, and actually you and I met here, just in that room, off 20 yards that direction.
I noticed that there's a no suitcasing sign over there.
I don't know what you're talking about. Jennifer's standing right there. She's just not ready to come on the show yet.
If that sign had been there 5 years ago, we might not be here today.
Right. But it's very true.
It's an important part of how these things work.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no suitcasing. The first time I ever came here, it seemed to me that what happened was a lot of the business was after hours.
Yeah, for sure.
We had the big party in the courtyard,
mm-hmm.
and then as soon as that closes down, then all of a sudden coolers come rolling out, and it's like, okay.
Yeah.
So it's been pretty good.
It's always been great for that. And I know, is there a reception in there tonight in the main hall?
Yeah, it's actually on the floor.
Oh, it's happy hour tonight. So, we want to make sure.
5 to 6:30.
5 to 6:30. So, I don't know if I would want to do a broadcast then, because there's alcohol flowing. Jennifer's like, oh, she's behind the camera going, no.
I think everybody already knows all the stories about you.
Yeah,
Maybe about me.
Yeah, Jennifer has a couple with scooter incidents that may have happened in Denver, and she was very, very nice about that one. Firsthand. I still have the scars from that one there on my hand. See that? That was Denver. You can't see her, but Jennifer's like literally behind the camera laughing at us. But
you had to go a block and a half.
I know, but it seemed like a really good idea at the time. I wanted to go a block and a half really fast, and I did. Through the air, partially. Yeah, I crashed. For those of you guys who don't know the story, it's, those little scooters that you can rent, right? My daughter, for example, has a little Razor, right? One of those little ones that, those things are really slow. And you have to build, and it goes like 2 miles an hour. I'm thinking this is what that was. That's really in my head. And I'm thinking, okay, this is going to be great. And I get on this thing, and it's got like torque like a Tesla, for Christ's sake. It took off. Literally, if you could probably see me, I was probably just the hands and my feet were dangling behind it as I was going down the road. I did not expect it. And I ended up crashing.
I only saw the aftermath and the pizza parlor EMTs that apparently came to rescue and used the pizza peel to pry you off of the street.
Yeah. No, that's exactly what it is. Hold on, I got to move this off of. You're not Kevin DeLong. There you go. I just realized it was still showing our name over there, or my name over there. So, but yeah. So tell me, Dave from Truxton, what you guys have in store for the show this week?
We are announcing the exciting release of our tactical PFL.
Oh.
PFL is a portable forensics lab. We've
Yeah.
had one for about 4 years now. And the PFL, the original PFL, was kind of, it moved things away from one of those hard Pelican cases to a soft backpack that's a wearable solution rather than pulling the big heavy thing behind you. So as things went on, we found that there was a lot of entry-level law enforcement folks and a lot of what I would call, tactical, for lack of a better term, somebody that needs to go out in the field and have a go bag that has everything that they need to do a triage level digital examination. So this includes a tablet with removable keyboard, so it's almost like a laptop.
Okay.
It includes software. It's
Okay.
available with various software. The one that we're releasing with this week is ADF's Digital Evidence Investigator, the Pro version, which allows you to do Android and iOS phones. It comes with the Truxton software that allows you to instantly aggregate, correlate, and report on what you get there. So the idea is that somebody that isn't a real trained, I guess a lab level examiner.
They're not full-on geek, is what you're trying to say. It's
that
a
you have
hubcast.
fun
We
with
could
at
say
parties, Yeah. No, nowadays, every single investigation has mobile forensics, a drone, an SD card, a car. All of that data is in there. And what we found is that examiners are the folks that have years of experience and many, many hours of training to go through this. Well, not every small community, not every accounting firm or those sorts of places they might not need that level of an investigation right off the bat. So in our mind, it was a great idea to put this together in a lightweight kit that has everything you need in it. So you don't really have to worry about getting there and not having the tools that you need to do this correctly. So this allows people to be effective in the field and use multiple tools. So if you have a dedicated piece of hardware that just does one thing, you've just eliminated yourself from having the laptop, right? So I can't use my own personal favorite open source tools or things like that. So think of it kind of like a mechanic goes on site. So if somebody's doing a AAA sort of automotive rescue on the side of a road, right? They don't have the tools to mill your heads or anything like that in the field. The idea is to get to the scene, get the data that you need, triage it, and identify it. And then think of it as like different levels. So I'm going to have level 1 will give me the basic information. And then if I need to go back to the lab where they might have another product like a gray key or a more advanced sort of mobile tool that would actually root the phone and pull that extra data out, do that after the fact, right? So only dig the hole as deep as you need to do it. And then, it saves time, it saves money, and it's kind of like a workforce multiplier, because you think that what are the challenges that these folks are facing? They don't have enough people doing this job.
Right.
And most folks that are out there in a local law enforcement environment, they have another job.
Right.
They're regular cops. So they typically take on digital forensics as an additional task for them. So, small town USA has 5 officers.
Oh boy.
The one that knew how to turn on and off the computer is their official digital forensics investigator.
Hey, that's how I got picked.
That's right. Yeah.
You found the power button faster than anyone.
Yeah, you shouldn't have filled out that Star Wars questionnaire, right? So, he got 10 out of 10. No, he got the bonus question too. He got 11 out of 10. So now he's the guy that does this. And if you think about that, what are the tools that somebody needs? And if you're doing this for the very first time, when you open up a PFL kit, there's a tray in there, and all of the components and parts are labeled. So you know before you walk out the door if you're missing a certain component, right?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of, not positive, but a lot of the feedback that we've gotten over the last year is that law enforcement is using witness phones and things like that, other open sources, to help figure out what, where, why, and how a crime happened.
Right.
So what I mean by that is that, okay, they haven't caught the bad guy yet, but 5 people were taking videos with their phones during the bank robbery or whatever it was.
Right.
So what happens is the police officers go to the witnesses and say, hey, did you happen to catch any of this on your phone? So they say, hey, if you did, can we have that information so we can catch these people, prosecute them, and do that? So there's kind of like a level before they even catch the crook that they want to be able to say, take advantage of a good citizen saying, sure, I'll let you look at my phone. But a lot of times, are you just going to give your phone to anybody? Yeah.
No. Sure. No, most people would not do that. Does Jennifer want to come on too?
Do I want to?
Yeah,
yeah.
Jennifer. Hey, let's all here. Hold on. Let me
Put
move.
her in the middle.
Hold on. Let me move my beer.
Oh, wait, but I need a beer in my hand.
Warm Hefeweizen doesn't
Hang on.
sound
I just
fantastic.
pulled all of this over. So if we want to slide, hey, can you grab a chair from over there for me, Nicole? Grab that extra chair, and then I'll just slide down, Dave. If you want to either put her in the middle or slide down, because you're mic number 2.
Okay. This is like that Seinfeld
Yeah.
episode where they found the Mike Douglas set. Right?
Yeah. Hey, Megan, we made it zoom out slightly to fit Jennifer in here. Can we pull number 4, Mike, out of the way? Number 4. Yeah, just slide it over there, and then Jennifer, come on in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me turn my radio off.
All
I
right.
need them to disrupt us. All right.
All right, hang on. Let me turn your up and on, and
Am
there
I
you
supposed to be able to hear you?
you can hear us now. Oh, hang on, not yet.
No, I can't.
Now you should be
Now I
able
can
to.
hear you.
So with these microphones, they're special for this event. You got to lean into them a little bit. Don't be afraid of the mic,
Testing one.
All
because
right.
it won't pick up some of the background noise, and that way we can still all hear one another too.
Okay.
And you can hear actually how bad the background noise is. It's not bad, is it?
It's not too bad. There's
Not right
nobody
now.
in
No,
wait,
but if you take this off, then it's
wait till happy hour.
yeah.
Hopefully, we'll still overcome your mic capabilities.
Right? So obviously we know who you are. They may not. So if you could explain who you are and
Okay.
what it is your role is here at Techno Security.
Okay, I
sounds pretty
am
good.
Jennifer Salvadori. I am the event director for the event. It's been 7 years, 7 events. 8 years, because we didn't have one during COVID.
Oh, that's
So,
right. That's right.
So I'm the face of the show.
She is. She takes care of everyone here, all the vendor, anyone who shows up. And what I'm most impressed with is her ability to remember everyone's names, normally their kids' names, and any event that's ever happened. There's no way. I get my kids' names messed up, but you seem to always get them right. That's
Well, I have
amazing.
a lot of kids and a large family, so I'm really used to being able to do that. So, and I genuinely love you guys. I genuinely love the people. I've seen your kids grow up. You've seen my kids grow up.
Yep.
My daughter Nina, as you know, has been here almost every year with me. She's graduating on a Wednesday from college, so I'll be
Wow.
leaving you early. But these kids are part of our family too.
Yeah, absolutely. Tell me what. So obviously the show kind of just started, right? Literally the first talk just.
Yes.
I think we're 2 talks in now, right? Is it 2?
What time
Started
is
at
it?
noon.
2 o'clock. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it was at noon, 1, and then we're in the third. That's it. So it's
Right.
brand new. Everything's just kicked off. But obviously we think it's brand new. But poor Jennifer and the staff here, they've been running around for days
Yeah.
ahead of time, months really, getting things ready for the event. What's your impression of the event so far?
So far, our numbers are trending very well. A lot of high-quality people, a lot of buzz, a lot of new people. I'm seeing a lot of new faces on the attendee side. I mean, obviously, we'll crunch the data, and we'll see. But I have a good feeling that we're going to have some new numbers here.
Yeah, and Dave and I were talking before we coaxed you to come over here as our victim, and that Dave noticed a lot of more international.
Yes,
which
we have a big contingent of international this year because,
great.
as you know, they haven't been here since
Right,
2019.
right,
so,
right.
We had quite a few international, I think, in the hosts pre-conference classes and certification programs. So they've stayed, obviously, and they're just happy to be on the road again.
Yeah.
We're happy to have them.
Oh yeah, it's great to see that, because I think you lose a certain element without the diversity of what they see on the other side of the globe, because it's not always the same thing that we see over here in the type of investigations. There's always something unique or a different trend there that they have to look at, and I think it affects the examiners here because it's what's coming, right? And maybe we haven't seen it yet, or maybe we're seeing something obviously first, and it's going to help them out. They can take it back to whatever country they're
And
from.
not only on the attendee side, obviously the exhibitors. Last year we did have an event. We had a really good, actually, first event out of the gates post-COVID, but we didn't have any of our international sponsors. So that knowledge, those new product developments, and it seems like a lot of people took advantage of the downtime from traveling during COVID because they came out with upgrades or new products. And would you say so, Dave?
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know, maybe it's just because I've been cooped up all winter, but the excitement here level it just seems high to me. Everyone's just glad to see one another again, because, you've been in the industry, everyone's been in the industry a little bit, and it's good just to see people again, because I don't mind the video calls, but I'm over them right now. I'm like, let's get in-person stuff, and, where else can we have, beer that's being brewed.
I'm all for that. I'm all for the beer. Yeah,
I'm all about that as well. Well, Jennifer, can I get you to come back for our next one? Because there are some things I wanted to talk about, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And I didn't want to mention. I purposely did not say a thing about it
because we'll have a few minutes now.
I want you. Okay. All right. You want to do that?
So where can you talk face to face? Well, for starters, San Diego in the fall. But we
San
did,
Diego.
as you know, you have the press release
I
in front
do
of
have
you.
it right here.
The much-awaited, much-anticipated news. I think it was out of the bag a while ago that we were going to be moving. Obviously, the dates that the property was made available to us this year were a problem. We would love to be back into our normal time frame, the first week of June. This property made a decision that they just didn't want to cater to the business crowd anymore during the summer months. Obviously, they can make more money from the tourists, but that's fine. So we have found a new home. We will shift from Techno Myrtle Beach, as everyone's going to remember it, to Techno East, and we will be going to Wilmington, North Carolina, starting next year.
Very good.
June 5th through June 8th.
That is nice and warm too, because I got here yesterday and I was freezing. I was like, it's warmer back in Ohio.
Yes, although I'm happy it's not that warm, because in our office here there's no air conditioning and we usually roast.
Oh, no.
And I am very comfortable this time.
Well, it has warmed up a little bit outside.
Yes.
I mean, I was out a little bit ago, so it's redeeming itself. Yeah, so no, I'm looking forward to that. I don't know how much detail you can talk or not talk about that show coming up.
I'd table it for later just because I got to get the show floor open.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it opens at 3, and now it's crunch time for all of the fine-tuning and things. But we'll talk more. There's, I will say Wilmington checked literally every box that we wanted.
I'm excited to learn more about it myself, because I know we were talking internally here with the team and stuff, and it's like, well, curious what she got in store. We know she's got something up her sleeve. She hasn't told us.
Always.
Okay.
So,
all right.
So we'll talk more about that, but I am excited, and this person does not like change, let me tell you. But I'm excited. I'm very excited.
Well, very good, very good.
All
right. Well, I wanted to keep these short.
everyone.
It's 2:30. I want to keep them like a half. I just want to keep them shorter than that, but I just enjoy talking, so that's just what it is.
Well, you're in the right business.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
All right. What we're going to do then, thank you, Jennifer.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
Dave, very
Yeah.
much.
Thanks
and
for having
we'll
me.
pull you on again.
Okay.
And again, I'll post when the next time we're going to go live, and hopefully we can drag Jennifer then. If not, thank you guys very much. Keep an eye on YouTube. Also, like, subscribe. If you hit that little bell down in the lower corner there, you'll actually be notified every time we go live from this event. So you'll know, hey, they're going live. But again, if you miss it live, you can still watch the recording of it immediately right after. So you can also check that out. So until then, guys, we will see you. And thank you guys very much. And again, thank you guys very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thanks,
thanks.
Kevin.